racing fans, and a warm welcome to Trackside, proudly brought to you by World Sports Betting. Bet with the best. Bet with WSB, and the best has put their name behind one of South Africa's premier racing events, the Summer Cup, now the World Sports Betting Summer Cup, and this will take place on Saturday at Turffontein. It promises to be a fantastic race meeting, feature races galore and bumper pools with a number of carryovers on the day, including a pick six that's estimated to reach 12 million rand, a quartet in the main race, the World Sports Betting Summer Cup to reach 4 million rand, and lots of other carryovers on the card as well. Well, what's happening on Trackside? It's going to be a bumper show. There's lots that we're going to be talking about. I'm going to just take you through the menu and know what you're going to expect on the show. We will do our 4 to follow for the weekend, so the 4 horses that we usually do will come up at 2 Trackside Trebles on your World Sports Betting menu. We're then going to do a pick 6 for the card. The pick 6 will begin in race number 4. We'll give you the numbers from leg 1 through to leg 6, so jot those numbers down. We'll then go on to a quartet for the main race, the World Sports Betting Summer Cup. I mentioned 4 million rand estimated in that pool with the 2 million carryover. I'll give you the quartet, or the suggested quartet for Trackside, which you can play a percentage of. And then let's not forget that there's an exciting game on the World Sports Betting called the Predictor. And if you haven't heard of that yet, well, you haven't visited the website, because it's quite simple to play. You need to give your selections for all 10 races on World Sports Betting Summer Cup Day, races 1 through to 10. And if you predict all 10 winners, you win 500,000 rand in free play. For 9 out of the 10 races is 250,000, 8 150,000, 7 75,000, 6 25,000. It's all free play wins, and if there's multiple winners, then that prize will be shared. So what I'll do at the end of the show, I will give you my prediction for all 10 races, and then after that I'll give you all the mad promotions for Black Friday and all the mad promotions that are happening on World Sports Betting. But away we go with our 4 horses to follow, and this will begin early at Turffontein on Saturday. It will all begin in race number 1, because I really like a horse here, and so does the stable of Joey Soma. The horse is called Belvard, trained by Joey Soma, will be partnered by Bernard Fadeherb. And I can tell you, through my association with owner Dylan Chinsami, being his manager of his race horses throughout the country, of course he owns this in partnership with Marlon and Sven Nike. And through my association with that partnership with Dylan, I've managed to have a long chat with Joey Soma today, and he tells me that he thinks his filly will be a hard filly to beat. When you look at her form, on debut over 1,200 meters, it was too short for her. She was quite defensive at the next start over 1,400 meters, and she did finish that in the fastest time over 1,400 meters. And from that form line behind Coral Dawn, where she ran on smartly, Burmese Tiara's come through to enhance that form line, so that's looking good. 1,600 meters, well, that's going to suit her ideally. The dam won over a mile. She's actually going to relish and appreciate the extra distance as well. And whilst there is some form in the race to work around, the confidence is a thumbs up from the stable of Joe Soma, and we're expecting Belvard to come through in race number 1 and bank the cash for World Sports Betting players on the day, and get us off to a flying start with our 4 to follow this weekend. Then we move along to race number 2. Yes, it's quick and fast. We're hoping that the double will arrive on World Sports Betting Summer Cup Day. And race number 2, well, I just feel I found the value in this race. I had a good look at the entire field, and I've come up with one horse that I think is at generous odds at the moment. The last price I looked was 5 to 1. Of course, this show is being recorded early, and the horse's name is Master of Coin. And this is Roy Magnus' runner, will be partnered by Gavin Larena. Obvious to see that this individual needed his first 2 starts which looked to be on the short side for him. And now that he's got the experience, it's clear to see that he's improving nicely. They put him over a mile. He's run third and second. And on his last start, Gavin Larina, who partnered him for the first time, got a good feel for him last time out. Really good feel. He was the quickest finisher that day in 22.1 seconds. It was over 1,600 meters and drawn 7 out of 13. Now gets a good draw in the small field. What's he drawn? 2 out of 10 here in the small field. And when I have a look at the balance of the runners, I mentioned again, there's form to recommend, but I think this horse will represent a lot of value. Number 5, Master of Coin. And this horse, watched his last start, just the progress that he made through the field. It was an eye-catching run from number 5, Master of Coin. So that's going to be our second of our 4 to follow. Then I'm going to go to race number 5, and we're trying to find value on the card, value for the places here with a horse called Vars Vicky. And race number 5 is the World Sports Betting Merchants. It's a Group 3 over 1,160 meters, and I don't think this horse Vars Vicky is a 20-to-1 shot. He's loaded ability, the son of Var. He's won 3 on the bounce. He's a 5-time winner. He's unbeaten at the course. He's 1 from 1 on the course in distance. And there will be a question mark with his followers, how fit and well he is. He's been off for 6 months. The last we saw him was on the 6th of June, where he wasn't disgraced behind a horse called Battle Force, and he now finds himself 4.5 kgs better off at the weights with Battle Force. So I like this horse Vars Vicky as a big roughie in the race, and the dark horse to possibly make his presence felt in the Grade 3 World Sports Betting Merchants, which is race number 5. So that's going to be our third of our 3 to follow. And then I've picked out one horse for Sunday at Greyville, and that comes up early. I'll make this the best bet on the card. It comes up in race number 1 over 1,400 meters, and it's Anton Marcus for an informed stable of Garrett Van Zyl. The horse is called Crazy Blues, daughter of William Longsword, and first time out. She was some interest for her in the betting market, and she ran a good race. She ran a promising race, a race that the stable could take a lot out of, finishing third behind Miss Layla. And that day, she ran the fastest 400 to finish as well. She'll have the run of the race from draw 1. There'll be no problem with her going the extra ground if they try her in future over, a mile, 2,000 meters. That's what she's actually looking for. But the stable keep her over 1,400 meters, and this time it's on the turf. And I think Anton would have learned a lot from that first start from this filly. Plenty of scope for natural improvement to come from one run to the next. And I just think she will be the filly to beat her in race number 1 over this 1,400 meter trip. So her name is Crazy Blues, and we're hoping that she can deliver on Sunday at Greyville. So have a look at the World Sports Betting menu. We'll recap on those 2 trebles and how it's going to be put up on World Sports Betting. The treble 1 is an all-to-come win treble. Belvar in race number 1 at Turfentine, Master of Coin in race number 2 at Turfentine, and if those 2 arrive, then we wait for race number 1, Crazy Blues at Greyville. Then race treble number 2 is a mash-up bet that I've gone with. It'll be race number 2, Master of Coin at Turfentine to place. Race number 5, Vars Vicky to place. And if those 2 happen to place, then we'll wait for race number 1 at Greyville. The filly's name is Crazy Blues, and we're hoping that she can win race number 1. Those 2 trebles will be up on World Sports Betting. So we're away with the trebles. Now onto the pick 6 on World Sports Betting Summer Cup Day. And all that will begin at 13:15, a quarter past 1, race number 4, a 3 million rand carryover, pool estimated to reach 12 million. So those numbers will be leg 1, we are going with 2, 4, 6 runners, and all this will be in numerical order. Number 5, Thumbs Up. Number 7, Big Burn. Horse number 9, Sheila. Horse number 10, Sounds of Warning. Horse number 11, Lucy in the Sky. And horse number 13, Full Velocity. 5, 7, 9, 10, 11, and 13. Leg number 1. Leg number 2, playing it wide as well. This is the World Sports Betting Merchants. Leading with horse number 2, or should I say first up, horse number 2, Battle Forced. Then number 4, MK's Pride. Horse number 8, Vars Vicky, part of our trackside treble. We went for that for places. Big odds, if this arrives, it'll be a good result for you. Horse number 12, which is Vasim, and then horse number 7, Elation Chief. So 2, 4, 8, 12, and 13. Leg number 3, which is the World Sports Betting Dingans. It's a group 2 over 1,600 meters. 5 horses in this leg. Numbers 1 through to 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Pyromaniac, Safe Passage, Super Excited, Castle Town, and Aragosta from the Mike de Cockyard. Then in the next leg, which is race number 7 and leg number 4 in the Big 6, the World Sports Betting Ipitombi Challenge, a group 2 over 1,600 meters. I've taken a stance here and gone with the 3 3-year-olds in the field, 8, 9, and 10. Rain in Holland, Perfect Witness, and number 10, Claforti. So 8, 9, and 10. Then on to the penultimate leg of that Big 6. If you're running, well, I'm sure it's paying handsomely thus far. Race number 8 is the big one on the day. It's for a stake of 2 million rand, the World Sports Betting Summer Cup. It is a Group 1, and in this race, I've gone with horse number 1, Got the Green Light, who I'm assured by the connections and the stable is absolutely flying back home. Horse number 2, Malmoose. Horse number 3, War of Athena, and my dark horse in the race that's going to get my vote for the Pick 6 is number 18, Al Mutana. And then the last leg of this Pick 6 will be race number 9, and it is the Stayers race, the Racing Association listed race over 3,200 meters. It's all about stamina. I've had a good look at this field. It looked like a field race, but we managed to try and narrow it down and bring down the cost of the perm with 5 horses, 2, 4, 5 runners. Again, numerical order. Number 3, Marching On Together. Number 4, Don't Look Back. Number 5, Dream Destiny. Horse number 6, Smoking Hot. And horse number 10, Barak. So we'll recap on those numbers: 5, 7, 9, 10, 11, 13. About 2, 4, 8, 12, and 13. About 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. About 8, 9, and 10. About 1, 2, 3, and 18. And that last leg, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 10. And that spend of 5% will cost you 450 rand. And if you're wondering what's the full percentage of that bet, 100%, that perm is 9,000 rand. Well, you have to spend if you are playing into a pool that's going to reach 12 million rand. And I think 450 rand for 5%, you could get a very, very useful dividend if these numbers have to arrive. Now on to the quartet. As we mentioned at the top of the show, the quartet in the main race, it's a 2 million rand carryover to that quartet, the World Sports Betting Summer Cup, which will be race number 8. That estimated pool is 4 million rand, and I've worked out a quartet for the guys here, and jot down these numbers. Leg 1, 1, 2, 3, and 18. The 4 horses that we've included in the Pick 6. 1, 2, 3, and 18 for first, and 1, 2, 3, and 18 for second. So it'll be Got the Green Light, Malmoose, War of Athena, and El Mutana. So those are going to be the numbers for first and second. 1, 2, 3, and 18. And then for third and fourth, write down these numbers. We're playing it wide. We're hoping for a result. For third and fourth, 1, 2, 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13, 14, and 18. 1, 2, 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13, 14, and 18. And that spend of that quartet, if you want to play a full unit, it'll cost you 1,080 Rand, but suggested for trackside, 360 Rand will get you 33% of that quartet. And best of luck there, because no doubt, whatever the result in that quartet, guys, you are going to get a very useful payout in a massive pool. Now guys, on to the selections for each race for the Predictor on World Sports Betting. Again, you go onto the World Sports Betting website. It's free to play. You can play it once off. All you need to do is select your winner from race 1 through to race 10, and you stand a chance of winning 500,000 in free play if you get all 10 correct. Okay, for trackside, these are our numbers from races 1 through to 10. Race number 1, we're going with horse number 6, Balvard. That's in our trackside play, our 4 to follow. Race number 2, we're going with horse number 5, Master of Coin, also in our trackside horses to follow. Race number 3, I'm going with the roughie here, Ballet Shoes, horse number 9. Race number 4, another roughie here, horse number 13, Full Velocity. Race number 5, possibly my biggest roughie and the biggest dark horse that I've selected on the card, forms part of our trackside horses, will be horse number 8, Vars Vicky, in race number 5. Race number 6, our trackside predictor will be horse number 2, Safe Passage. Race number 7, which is the Ipitombi Challenge, World Sports Betting Ipitombi Challenge. Race number 7, we are going with horse number 8, Rain in Holland. Race number 8, and here it is the big one, the World Sports Betting Summer Cup. You find the winner here, wow, it'll be all smiles. What a thing it will be, because this looks like a tough race, and we're going with the dark horse in the race, horse number 18, El Mutana. Race number 9, and our predictor for trackside will be horse number 10, Barak, and then our predictor in race number 10 will be horse number 7, Apache Gold. Those will be the numbers to follow for that predictor for trackside. So we've gone through all the bets for World Sports Betting Summer Cup Day. Now for a few promotions. We all know it's Black Friday. Mad specials about everywhere. What about mad specials for WSB? Well, Black Friday from the 23rd to the 30th of November. What World Sports Betting has done, for every deposit that you make, up to a maximum of 100,000, you'll get 20,000 in free play. All doesn't have to be done at once, I'm told. I mean, you can put in 2,000, you'll get your 20% in free play. You can then put in 1,000, you'll get your 20% free play. But it will be capped at 100,000, which basically means if you're doing 100,000 deposit, you got 20,000 in free play. For new account holders, it's 100% matching bonus up to 10,000 Rand. So if you haven't opened up an account on World Sports Betting and this is the first time that you're watching the show, well, why not bet with the best? Bet with World Sports Betting. Open up an account and up to 10,000 Rand in deposit, will match that in free bets. And then on to the Summer Cup, the World Sports Betting Summer Cup. Now we all know and we've all experienced it on many occasions. You go for a horse, it runs an absolute blinder and it gets beaten a short hit on the line. It runs second. Wow, it's sad times, isn't it? You've done your cash because they don't pay out for second if you are punting on the head. But what World Sports Betting has done for the World Sports Betting Summer Cup, listen up. If you have a punt on the head, that's a punt for the win, and your horse runs second, what World Sports Betting will do, they will refund your stake 100% in free play. Yes, you're getting your entire bet back to play again if your horse runs second. That's an absolute dream, and I think that will be very, very popular amongst punters. Your horse runs second in the World Sports Betting Summer Cup. You will get your stake free in free play, or you'll get your stake back in free play. And then the World Sports Betting Predictor, we'll go to that again. It is free to play on World Sports Betting. All you need to do is go onto the site, enter once, it's just once off, choose your runners that you think will win from races 1 through to 10. At the end of the day, you get all 10 right, 500,000 Rand in free play. You get 9 right, 250,000. You get 8 right, 150,000, 7 right, 75,000, 6 right, 25,000. All that in free play can be won. And I'm assured that if there are multiple winners, that prize will be shared. And then lastly, just to put a cap on things, World Sports Betting have announced this before, but I'd like to mention it here. It's a great initiative. It's something about giving back to the horse care unit. Every tote favorite that jumps as the top one and wins on the day. So the top one on tab goal wins. What World Sports Betting will be doing on the day is donating 5,000 Rand to the horse care unit. And I think that's a fantastic initiative on behalf of the sponsor of the big day, a premier race day on the South African calendar, which is the Summer Cup, proudly sponsored by World Sports Betting. Guys, it was a busy show. There was lots happening. All I can do is wish you all the best. May this be the World Sports Betting Summer Cup of your dreams. Find all the winners. Get involved in the bumper pools. There's so many to mention, but the big ones, no doubt, the Pick 6 and the World Sports Betting Summer Cup Quartet, which will be race number 8. Find all the winners. Play the Predictor on World Sports Betting. Who knows? You could get all 10 correct and then play for free for the rest of your life, because you'll be getting 500,000 Rand in free play. And all that's left for me to say, on behalf of the sponsor of Trackside and the sponsor of the Summer Cup, on behalf of World Sports Betting, thanks to all the punters, but more importantly and more especially, thanks to you, the valued customer, for your valued and continued support. And I wish that this turns out to be the Summer Cup of your dreams, because no doubt with the pools that will be on offer on Saturday the 27th at the Big T, it could be life-changing money to be won. I wish you all the best, and from myself, Deez, until we meet again, you take care. Salanigash.